Philadelphia 76ers starting lineup. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 31, Hollis Thompson. A 6'6" guard from Michigan State, number 23, Jason Richardson. A 6'11" center from Kentucky, number 4, Nerlens Noel. Manning the middle at 7'0", number 11, Joel Embiid. A 6'6" guard from Syracuse, number 1, Michael Carter Williams. The head coach of your home team is Brett Brown.
It's a road game for the Nuggets, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver, down low it's Fareed and JaVale McGee. Lawson at point with Afflalo, they're the backcourt, and it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. The offensive rebound, here's Embiid. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Embiid's got the game going with his first points of the game for the 76ers. Here's Denver now. Afflalo dishes to McGee. Now Chandler inside, powered down with both hands.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Not that time. They weren't about to take those points away from him.
Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward, Steve, in his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside, quick enough to guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot. So, very versatile player.
Clock at 6. Here's Richardson. Rebounded by McGee. Now, here is Lawson. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. He said that they'd be focusing a lot of their defensive energies on containing Ty Lawson, especially in transition. He added, Lawson is one of the fastest players in the league. So if you let him get out and run, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. We've got to keep him in the half court and limit his penetration. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Embiid. Following the basket by Kenneth Fareed.
And Wilson Chandler, 2 seasons now removed from hip surgery, showing no ill effect last season as he started at the small forward spot in the place of the injured Danilo Gallinari.
What you like about Chandler, an inside-out scoring threat, and he's an explosive finisher around the rim, too, with shooting range that stretches out beyond the arc.
First free throw is good.
Hollis Thompson was part of the undrafted Georgetown contingent, getting their chance in Philadelphia last season, playing alongside Henry Sims. And, you know, Thompson shot the ball well, showed a lot of promise as a scoring swingman.
And so he makes both from the line. And Thompson playing solid rotation minutes, shot the ball well, and if anything, could stand to shoot more.
He's got a pretty low scoring rate given his accuracy from all over the court. I think with this quick release, I think he should be looking to shoot it more.
Now here's Chandler, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Carter Williams. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Chandler against Thompson. He feeds it to Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Lawson kicks to McGee. Chandler with a screen for McGee. Out to Chandler, and stolen by Richardson. Now Carter Williams feeds to Noel. Carter Williams, a screen on McGee. And Noel kicks to Carter Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by McGee.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Aflalo with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. McGee sets the pick for Lawson. Aflalo outside. Another shot. And Fareed lays it in. Fareed's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He's getting his hands dirty right away by doing some battling on the boards.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Carter Williams against Lawson. From the baseline, Carter Williams with the bucket. Carter Williams has got his first 2 points.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Lawson the pass to Chandler. Fareed left side, back to Chandler. Lawson drives in and blocked. And here we go, fast break. Carter Williams has got the ball. Richardson, no luck. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Lawson with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Baseline J on the way. That drops.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And the 76ers shooting 43% since taking the floor today. On the wing, Thompson. Embiid sets the pick for Thompson. On the wing, Jason Richardson. 6 to shoot. Here's Carter Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Boy, he's looked great so far. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lawson against Carter Williams. Here's Chandler. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
You know, it was really a tumultuous season for the Sixers last year, and one of the things they tried to get done was to get their young guys to understand what it takes to win at this level, and it's a hard learning curve when you've got to play teams from the Western Conference.
Now, here's Richardson. Tries yet again. And it's Noel missing. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Lawson dishes to Aflalo. To the left wing. And McGee kicks to Chandler. The feed to McGee. Out to Chandler. Richardson against Aflalo. The second chance effort. Here's Fareed. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here comes Carter Williams. Thompson passes to Richardson. Now, here is Lawson. There's the dish to Fareed. Aflalo outside. Chandler kicks to Aflalo. Lawson outside. Launches it. No good. Here's Richardson. Here's Carter Williams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Carter Williams has got 6 points.
What a finish with that hoop.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. Well, the West can be relentless Steve, and they didn't let up on Philly. Just 5 wins in 30 games against the Western Conference last year.
Well, so much of it had to do with their young roster and their defensive struggles. And I'll tell you what, when you can't defend inside against most West teams, you're going to get eaten alive in the paint.
And the 76ers making a change here. Mbah a Moute's checked in, and a switcher also for Denver. Gallinari's checked in. Lawson outside. Right wing. Gallinari dishes to Faried. Lawson drives in. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feed.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And here is Carter Williams. 6 points for him. Embiid, the pass to Richardson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the 76ers lead by 1.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Chandler, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Now here's Noel. Not a lot of room. And Jason Richardson, the bucket on the assist by Noel. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Faried, a screen on Carter Williams. Embiid with the steal. Carter Williams with it. Pass to Noel. Dishes it to Mbah a Moute. Now here's Embiid. Faried defending. Embiid, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Gallinari with a screen for Lawson. Faried goes in. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Carter Williams. He's got 6. Passes to Richardson. And Mbah a Moute kicks to Richardson. No good with the triple.
Well, Danilo Gallinari back in action after missing all of last season after surgery to repair his meniscus back in 2013. 9 months later, it was decided that he needed an ACL reconstruction as well, so it's been a tough couple of seasons for Gallinari.
And again, Denver no good.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. And I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Sims is checked in. Grant comes in for Noel. Roten's checked in for Richardson. And it's Alexei Shved in for Carter Williams. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mozgov, he's checked in for Reed. Hickson comes in for Wilson Chandler. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Robinson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Now, here's Grant. Trying his luck deep. That's good. Grant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And for Gallinari, pretty mobile for a 6'10 player. But coming back from major knee surgery, that's usually a 1.5 year process. We'll have to see how that impacts his game going forward.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. The Gallinari that came into the NBA as a great three-point shooter, that percentage dropped year after year as he became, Steve, more of a slasher.
Yeah, and he might look to rewind and go back to that outside shot more as his knee takes time to get back to 100%.
Tipped away. Robinson dishes to Hickson. Denver passing it around. Gallinari passes to Foye. To the middle. Here's Mozgov. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, a hot start to last season for Timofey Mozgov. He tapered off towards the end, however, but on the whole, he did improve his scoring rate. He lowered his turnover rate and certainly showed some good progress last season.
And Mozgov with the career-high minutes played. The Nuggets and coach Brian Shaw, Steve, even running some plays for him on the low block.
Yeah, if I were him, I wouldn't expect a steady diet of touches down there, but it's been great to see his evolution from just being primarily a defensive post player to somebody you can rely on the boards and also offensively.
Mozgov hits them both.
A lot of questions to ask about Denver after last season. Really, it's hard to get a read on how good this team is and can be.
And Shved kicks to Sims, pass to Grant. Gallinari with the steal. To the paint, and stolen by Shved. Roten dishes to Sims. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right. As you said, with where the Nuggets are as a team, certainly not as good as they were in 2013, but it's hard to say they were as bad as their record last year in 2014. I thought that team was better than it showed.
Now here's Roten to the wing right side. Sims kicks to Grant. 9 feet out. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Steve, for the Nuggets, the truth lies somewhere in between what you said, I would think.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Lucky for them, they aren't locked into any lengthy contracts. So they have a window of this year and maybe next to decide where to take this ship.
The first free throw is good.
The Denver Nuggets had a ton of injuries last year, and it's hard to say exactly where this team could have ended up if they were able to stay healthy.
And Foy hits both of them.
As you said, Denver last year, injuries took their toll as 4 different players were shut down for the season.
Roten, the pass to Sims. Down low, Shved. Here is Mbamute. There's the block. They retain possession. Now here's Roten. He's guarded closely. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the 76ers lead by 9. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now Foy. He dishes it to Robinson. There's the 3. Sims with the rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
22 seconds on the shot clock. 22.
Here's Foy. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
The height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And the 76ers making a change here. The Nuggets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team.
And, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
Nuggets trail by 7. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Hickson and Mozgov playing together in the front court. Foyle is out there with Robinson. And it's Gallinari in at the 3, the small forward. Hickson sets the screen for Gallinari. Shot off the pick. Good, he hits the jump shot. Gallinari's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Denver. Now here's Shved. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Roten kicks to Shved. The pass to Roten. Puts up the baby hook. Can't get it to go. And Denver the other way now. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Robinson.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Pulls up, high post, and that one's good. Roten's got 6.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Tony Roten, an athletic slashing guard. He got the chance to play extensively last season with the Sixers, but the lack of refinement on his jumper made him more of a volume scorer.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Thompson, he's checked in for Grant. Elliot Williams comes in for Tony Roten. And it's Carter Williams in for Alexei Shved. And then for Denver, Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Hickson. Harris comes in for Randy Foye. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Nate Robinson. And it's Aflalo penetrating. Gallinari wide open. And again, Denver no good. And Roten given the chance last season, Clark, to play through his mistakes and gain some confidence.
And I thought his decision-making, while a question mark, Kevin, early has started to get a little bit better. He's an athletic guard who really does a nice job attacking the rim.
Williams dishes to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Outside for Carter Williams. 76ers moving the ball around. Back to Williams. And here is Carter Williams. 6 points for him. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Thompson again missing. The Nuggets trail by 5. In the corner, it's Harris. Kicks to Mozgov. Watson the pass to Gallinari. And it's Gallinari again missing.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Williams with a clean look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Brett Brown overseeing a major rebuild project as head coach of the Sixers. He said, you can get tricked by potential, but ultimately it gets down to integrity, character, competitiveness, and toughness. When you cut to the chase, those qualities mean more to me. Those non-negotiables keep me on track. They ground me. Kevin, fascinating stuff.
So much of building a team and a program is defining that culture and the expectations. Thanks, Doris. That's good for Mozgov.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul-prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
Noel's checked in for the 76ers. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. Mozgov hits them both. And Mozgov, offensively, can get you some nice second-chance buckets.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Kevin, that he's a decent roll man in the pick and roll, and he can knock down the three-pointer on occasion. So, nice combination for that big guy.
Here's Carter Williams. Here's Noel. Chandler with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 3. Lawson has the open look. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Philadelphia's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Thompson kicks to Noel. Poked loose. Williams dishes to Thompson. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nuggets shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. On the wing of Flalo. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. It's all knotted up.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Carter Williams with it. He has 6. On the wing, Thompson. He kicks it to Williams. Buries it down low.
Tell you what, it's a huge plus to have him making shots like that.
Lawson the pass to Aflalo. Lawson outside. Chandler outside. The tray. And he gets it to go. Chandler's got 10 points in the game.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
Mozgov with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Arnett Moultrie. And it's Richardson in for Thompson. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Mozgov. And Kenneth Faried subbed in for Harris. It's Richardson on the wing. He's guarded by Chandler. Richardson kicks to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Faried a screen on Carter Williams. Feeds it to Aflalo. The dish to McGee. And he gets it to go. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
That's tipped. Chandler with the steal. He feeds it to Lawson. Pass to Faried. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feed. Lawson's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
Richardson dishes to Noel. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, Nerlens Noel's rookie season, essentially a medical redshirt, recovering from ACL surgery in early 2013. So this will be his true rookie season.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Nerlens Noel. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Noel. Denver in the lead. In low to Faried. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
And Nerlens Noel projected as a #1 draft pick based on his defensive impact as a freshman Clark at Kentucky, but the knee injury dropped him to number 6.
Yeah, you're drafting that high. General manager's looking for an immediate impact player in the draft. Concerns about that knee and his slight build caused him to slide, but if he gets healthy and adds some weight to that frame, I think he could be a real presence defensively.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Embiid, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel.
Coming onto the floor for your 76ers, Joel Embiid.
Flalo against Williams. And Aflalo kicks to Lawson. 5 on the clock. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And now a 5-point Nugget lead. 76ers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Carter Williams kicks to Embiid. The feed to Williams. Dishes to Richardson. Passes it to Carter Williams. That 3 off the mark.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Lawson the pass to Aflalo. Back to Lawson. He dishes it to Fareed. 4 on the clock. For the 3, Chandler. They grab their own miss, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
The 76ers have to improve their approach against Fareed.
He has 8 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
Oh, they have to be. I mean, he's not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, I mean, it's his.
Well, Steve, Kenneth Fareed really raised in the game. There's so many great stories when he was young. He was challenged by his family in so many ways on the basketball court.
Yeah, the story goes that his father once dunked on him and said, "Never let anybody do that on you again." And apparently his mother told him they'd never pass him the ball unless he was tough enough to go get the rebound. So tough love, but apparently it worked.
And you talk about Fareed's upbringing. His mother, a high school basketball star in her own right, was fighting for her life against the autoimmune disease of lupus. She demanded that he battle just as hard on the court. And you can't discount that in driving Fareed to his greatness.
Both free throws good from Fareed.
And Kenneth Fareed ending up setting an NCAA record for career rebounds. He said he felt like every rebound was another day for his mother. And now happily she's doing better and he's playing the game he was born to play.
Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Back to Williams. Richardson with it. Now Chandler defending. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Richardson.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
Lawson dishes to McGee. Now Chandler inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Alexi Shved, he's checked in for Elliott Williams. Randy Foye, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Robinson comes in for Ty Lawson. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Wide open shot is on the money. Chandler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And Shved kicks to Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Pass to Shved, beyond the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Fareed's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
Poked away. Just 5 to shoot. McGee the pass to Chandler. With a step back, and Denver again with the bucket.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
The 76ers trail by 8. Roten kicks to Mbamute. The pass to Richardson. Out left to the wing. Shoots a 3. Roten, no good. Denver's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Robinson up top. Fareed, right side. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you talk about effort and energy being a skill. Some people talk about those things as skills, and Kenneth Fareed is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. He misses the free throw. And guys, Fareed not the most skilled offensively. Most of his points coming on fast breaks. Garbage buckets, dunks inside.
Yeah, but he's developing a decent touch from around the foul line area, which is a nice addition to his offensive arsenal, Kevin. But, yeah, the big thing is, he's just one of those guys who you can never let your guard down against because he's constant energy.
He hits the second from the line.
He didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And Shved kicks to Embiid. There's the dish to Roten.
The Sixers are certainly looking to build something special on the court. And to that end, they're planning to build a new 55,000 square foot practice facility close by at the Navy Yard.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, last season they only hit 71% of their free throws, so this is a continuing problem, guys.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
The free throw drops for Roten. He hits both from the stripe.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
Clearly, and they've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it here in the second quarter.
Robinson kicks to Gallinari. The baseline J. Mba'amute pulls it in. Mba'amute has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And right now, the Sixers practice about 11 miles away at a local college. That new practice facility, Steve, expected to open next summer, less than 2 miles away.
Well, both from a competition standpoint and kind of player relations, it makes sense. Players want the best, and you get a top-of-the-line facility, makes it much easier to recruit in free agency. And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
Shved dishes to Roten. Embiid sets the pick for Roten. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That one is off.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
And the 76ers making a change here. Sims is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. At that point, Denver has done well without what most would call a superstar, but obviously that takes its toll come playoff time.
It really does. You need somebody that you can really rely on as your go-to guy, the one who gets it done for you in the clutch. And they haven't quite established that player, and yet they're still competitive.
Well, the playoffs weren't really a goal for the 76ers last year, Steve. They just wanted to get their young players some experience and build a foundation for their future.
And in that respect, they accomplished it. You have to be careful when rebuilding, however, and that a losing culture doesn't start to take over. So that's the challenge here the next couple of years.
And, to add to what you said with the 76ers and losing, not a real danger just yet, but a few more years like last year and it can become a problem, and you tend to have guys start accepting it, and you don't want to go down that road.
Well, what a tough season it was for the Sixers, obviously rebuilding, and got off to a pretty good start early with some nice wins, but ultimately their lack of talent showed, and they were getting blown out there most of the second half of the season.
One aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. You look at the points, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Kicks it to Shved. Feeds it to Embiid. Sinks that one from the post.
Now you threaten the defense inside and then find the open man on the outside. Good offense.
Robinson drives in. Missed inside.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
And so that's the end of the first half. Nuggets lead by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Ty, looking back at the flow of the game during this first half, what adjustments do you think are necessary?
We got to slow down the second chance points and the fast break. I think we're stopping on the first shot, but then we let them get the rebound and play right back in. So I know Coach will say something about that in the locker room.
You've got to finish those defensive possessions, Ty. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.